What's up, gang? So I just got my very first shop. Today I'm going to be going over how much everything costs in here, the square footage, the upgrades I plan to do. We're going to go through the full process and breakdown of how much everything costs. So let's get right into it. First thing first, this is a 25 wide by 40 long. I think it's like 15 or 16 high. Basic wall, super high ceilings. The lighting isn't great, but we plan on putting hex lights on the walls. And then also I just paid $4,000 for flooring that I'm gonna put down here. It's gonna be the free float race deck, so those should be coming in soon.
Watch out, baby. Watch out.
All right, so shop update. Got some more of my stuff moved in. We got the couches here, and then we got the hex lights here. And then somebody bought me a banner, so we're just getting the shop together today, me and the little one. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the couch, and then I'm gonna set up the lights, and I should be receiving, hey, sit down. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the couch, and then I'm gonna set up the lights, and then I should be receiving the floors later today in between 12 and 5 p.m. Whenever that gets in, hopefully my boy Malik is here and we could go ahead and install that together. But till then, I'll just show you guys me setting up the couch and these lights. Yeah, so we actually just got the flooring in. We was able to load the entire shipment inside of our van. But yeah, we're finna drive this over to the shop and drop it off, and then we'll get started on the floors. Little areas like this that we have to trim just to make sure that it lays down. If I force it down, it pops up a wave of something somewhere else. Also, along this edge, looks like I have to trim out little notches for each of these rib spots to make sure that it lays down properly and not bunch up and cause the towel to bunch up somewhere else. So that little corner over there, trimming out a little bit on this side. And it should be pretty good, but we're gonna install the entire floor before we even go ahead and try to trim anything. And we'll finish that up at the end. All right, so to finish it off, we went and ordered these. These are the female ones. I kind of guessed and got lucky, or these are the female ones. So I got lucky with all the males being on this end, but if I would have ended up with females, then none of these would have worked. So this is just for the car to be able to drive over and then not bunch up the towels whenever it comes through. So just gonna go ahead and knock all these out. So the only thing we really have to do now, we're gonna put this last tile in, but we're gonna have to jigsaw off like maybe 2 inches just to keep this, because we could push it down, but it's gonna bunch up somewhere else. As you can see, all the way down, it's lifting up. So we need to cut all of that down so that it just lays flat and it's not bunching up somewhere in the middle. And then after that, we'll be pretty much good to go. All right, so as you can see, we got a nice little gap going along the wall, so nothing's bunching up like it was before. We're not gonna cut these grooves and make it, we're not that meticulous, but it's off the wall enough to where we don't have it bunching up anywhere else on the floor. And this is how it looks. Everything's all complete. Like I said, we used the females for this front edge, so that actually worked out in our favor. Otherwise, we would have had to cut and make it come closer to the door so that we could use the males if I ordered those. But all you really need is a jigsaw just to make sure everything lays in place. And so next thing we're gonna be working on is the lights. Gonna go ahead and cut down this banner. That's probably gonna end up going up there. My buddy will probably put his banner over there on the other side. And we'll get enough lights up here so that it could illuminate both sides of the car whenever I'm working and not just one, so I can fully see everything and have no dark space in the room. Also, I just want to touch base on the cost of everything in here. When we got this place, it was like $1,700 for the deposit. So $850 is what the rent is. Not too bad, seeing as I'm splitting it with somebody. We paid about $4,000 for these floors. Lighting was about $500. The couch was like $300. TV desk, all of this stuff was pretty much free. Just stuff that my family and friends gave to me. Tools and all that we had before we even came, so that was cool. Got a couple flags up here, $15 a piece. Big banner was like $180. The vinyl rack was $500. I think it holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 12 vinyl rolls. I think you could go up to like 16 and it's like 600 something bucks. Cabinet I got for like $200 off Amazon. This other one we got from Home Depot. I think this rack was like $200. A couple bins and stuff from Walmart, some ladders, probably totaling out to like a couple $100. And that's pretty much it, besides my sister machine. So this is my vinyl cutter. This one cost me about $700. And then I had to go get a computer, which was another $600. I'm running off of my Wi-Fi in here, so not too bad. There's no water hookup. There's no bathroom inside of here. There's a porta-john down the road, but it's an oversized space with nice lighting, and it gets done everything I need to get done. We even went and got an AC unit, about $600. We run the exhaust under the door, and I'm gonna show y'all how we actually do it right now, but I got a plan to switch that up. So we block off the door with these foam boards, but I did order some Velcro that I'm gonna be able to put around the door, and then it has a little hose outlet. So we're just gonna run it through the actual door. And when we need to leave, we just rip off the Velcro and walk out. But that's how I'm gonna run my AC, because there wasn't AC in here. All in all, it wasn't too bad to have your own space. I mean, lights included, we're probably pushing out like $500 a piece to have this spot, and I think it's worth it. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Give me a follow, stay tuned on the journey.